A pretty cool property has everything from a museum, even a working steam engine.
It's got a working Cody Stark too in his Caravan. They made the way all the way to Stevinson to check it out this morning. Hey, Cody.
And would you just enjoy the sunrise? How beautiful is that? How beautiful is that?
Gorgeous.
Okay, so we're at Double T Ranch here in Stevinson. Now, these bricks that we're standing on, where did these come from?
They came off of 4th Street in San Francisco, off a building.
Get out of here.
We were in contact with a lot of demolition people, and whenever they were tearing down a building, either to save the wood or to save the brick, if the mortar was soft enough, we would take it, and we did all our paving with
all the wood, all the stuff that you see here at the Double T Ranch. This is all recycled, reclaimed. Yeah.
We did use new paint.
Well, that's good. That's good. Okay, so tell us about the train. Tell us about the train.
The history train is a tribute for what railroads did for agriculture. I'm a retired organic farmer, and before trains came, we sold our product within 5 or 10 miles. After trains came, we were taking produce all the way from here to Chicago.
Right.
For a farmer like myself, that's like putting a man on the moon.
Right.
So that's what the train represents, is what their contribution was for agriculture.
Now you found this train. It was dilapidated. It wasn't in good shape and stuff. And something like a little idea went above your head, and you said, "I gotta take that home with me."
Well, I wanted a train that had some historic value, and this locomotive is called a 440. They built the most of that wheel configuration to this point. They call this locomotive, or this type, the blue collar locomotive, or the American engine. It literally built the country.
That was history's in your backyard.
Yes.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
We don't look as this as ownership. We're just the next person to try to save these artifacts for the next generation. But I don't look as the owner of it. I look at just my turn to preserve it.
It is unbelievable what you've done here. The shortest railway in America.
Yes, but just as wide as all the rest.
I love it. I love it. Okay, we're going to keep showing you around this place. I'm telling you, it is magical. And they do weddings here. And the barn is just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. We're going to show that to you. We're going to show you the museum, the whole bit, as we're out here in Stevinson this morning. Tony, thank you so much for having me out, man.
My pleasure.
I'm telling you, you and I think we're cut from the same cloth. Because if I saw that train, that would be coming home with me too, man. Be coming home with me too. Back to you guys in the studio.
What a fun spot, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Cody.
That's right. I'm telling you, you could spend a month here and not see everything. Come on in, because we want to show you these cool carriages. Come on in, Sean. I don't want to slam the doors on you. All right. This carriage right here, this is royalty.
This is royalty. It was built in the 1800s. It's called a Landau carriage. It was built in London, England. It was in Queen Elizabeth's inaugural parade in 1952. I should say there was over 200 carriages in that parade. From what I understand, the Queen of Zimbabwe rode in this carriage. It was brought to America by rich oil, from what I understand.
Okay.
Bought the carriage. We were able to purchase it about 8 years ago. It's all the carriages and wagons are in running condition. We restore them. We can hook horses to them. We frequently hook horses to them. And some of them we even use in our weddings that we have. Yeah.
This one right here, this was designed by President McKinley?
The information we have, they called it a McKinley. And from what I understand, President McKinley designed a carriage. They built 30, and this is one of the original 30.
So cool. We got to go down here because there's something I haven't seen yet. You said I had to come see down this thing. All these carriages. You can check out the history as you're walking by here. But at the very end down here is something a little special, a little different, maybe even a little spooky to some. What is this, Tony?
This is a hearse built in 1860. That's Tri-Tip. She keeps the mice out of the museum.
Tri-Tip the cat.
And we bought this from one of the largest movie studios or providers of equipment about 30 years ago, maybe 25 years ago, called the Randall Ranch down in L.A. But it's fully functional. We've done several funerals with them. And this is what I want when I leave.
Yeah. Yeah. Slow and go?
Yeah. Our motto is, if you're going to go, go slow.
Go slow. I love it. I love it. This place is so incredible. We're going to show you a couple more things. But don't forget, they do weddings here. They do all sorts of
special events.
Yeah, special events.
We do a lot of special events, you know, fundraisers and mostly weddings. And we're a full service, one stop. We do everything but dress the bride, and they won't let me dress the bride.
All right, back to you guys in the studio. Isn't this place amazing?
That is incredible. Like, where do you even find that
I know,
stuff?
right?
It's
That's
unbelievable.
awesome.
Thanks,
Cody.
Cody's Caravan out live in Stevinson, California. We're hanging out with Tony at Double T Ranch. This place is incredible. This is incredible. And every 3 feet, there's another story. This, where I'm standing right here, this is the old Yancey house, right?
It's called the Yancey House. It was located at Hills Ferry, which is on the confluence of the Merced and San Joaquin.
Which, let me do the math here. That's not here.
No, that's not here. No, that's about 2 miles west of here. That little town was very popular. The Yancey family were in the lumber business, shipping lumber down the river. In about the 1890s, they started the town in Newman because of the railroad. So they picked up the house with teams of horses, drug it. It stayed in Newman, which was the Yancey Lumber Yard, which is now Ace Lumber Yard.
Oh, yeah.
When they built the new store, the house was donated to the city, and they put it on an empty lot, but never did set it on its foundation. Because of lack of funds, they went ahead and we worked it out where they brought it out here to the Double T.
That's amazing.
And like I said, this is where it landed.
This is where it landed. Now, this isn't the only house that you moved.
Oh, no.
The house that you live in, you moved too.
That house was built in 1903. We moved it from Turlock. That's actually not the first house we moved. In the 60s, my father moved his residence from Main Street, Turlock, where the post office is now.
Okay.
My father found a house, it was a boarding house, and moved it from Turlock. I moved this one from Turlock, probably some 20 years ago.
That's crazy. Yeah. That is wild to me. Okay, so this is what actually brought us out here. Was I read this book, A Diamond in the Rough. This is the book about how you bought the train.
Correct. And the reason, not that I'm an author or a writer, but I wanted to share my experiences in hopes that it would inspire other people to preserve some part of history. And the history train represents what railroads did for agriculture.
Right. And that's what the whole point of this is.
The whole point
is to have people remember the history of how this place was built.
The people that came before us and actually did all the work for us to take all the credit. Those people are long gone, and the Double T, this is a tribute to those folks.
Yeah.
You know, who put in the roads, the canals, the railroads, so that we can enjoy the level of life that we're enjoying right now.
I think that's special, man. I love it. I love it. Okay, you go to their website. They do weddings here. They do special events here. But before I got to go, I just got to show you guys this barn. Now imagine you're married, you said I do, and you come out to do your first dance in this barn. How magical is this? Isn't this something? Just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Check out their website. They do all sorts of special events. There's one coming up at the end of April you might want to check out. So check out their website. Back to you guys in the studio.
Cody, I can hear the brides-to-be going to their website right now, looking at that.
I know. It's
It's so grand. I didn't expect, it's lovely.
Also, you know the saying, Code, in real estate, the three most important things are location, location, location. He does not agree with that because he'll just move the house to the location that he wants.
Exactly.
Just move the location. Yeah. That's right.
I love it. Thank you,
Thank
Code.
you, Code.